having the two kind of responsibilities for center superintendent, observer, and city coordinators. If the city coordinators and all these three functionaries are appointed or looking after the administration of examination center, where we are providing the encrypted mode of question paper, they are having the different responsibilities and very traditional little bit of more responsibilities. So you kindly listen both the responsibilities so that what will be the scenario of the question paper at center, you would be able to take care accordingly. Now, the important functionaries at this examination is the city coordinator, deputy city coordinator, center superintendent, deputy center superintendent, assistant center superintendent for invigilation, observers, if computer teacher or person, and all the teachers, I would say, who are involved with the conduct of examination from the side of the center superintendent. Now, three busiest officials would be in this examination: center superintendent, observers, computer teachers, and evaluator coordinators. If they are giving dual responsibilities, means they would be doing the invigilation and thereafter invigilation, they are involved with the evaluation work also. So these people have to work early in the morning to late evening. I would certainly say that in all the schools, though the examination would be conducted for a longer period, but in each and every school, the duration would be lesser, and they would be able to devote their time, devote their services with full mind, full zeal to the board and to the nation. This support of there will be solicited from side conduct examination successfully. Moving now, of the term 1 examination slides 2, answer key will be provided by CBSE online. This is very, very important issue that soon the examination is over. Examination will be over at 1, and thereafter we will be providing the answer key at 1:30 to the schools so that they can just download the and check that answer OMRs are evaluated carefully. Number of correct answers will be uploaded online after evaluation. So this we have to see that only correct answers are to be provided on the website. The link which we will be putting. Evaluator could be of any subject, means they could be of any subjects. Hold on for a minute. Hold examination for first 5 days, means we will be having the examination 15 onward. So 16, 17, 19, 20, whatsoever center will be conducting the examination, we will hold the mock test for them. Other can also participate in this mock examination, mock test. Now, the mock test will be communicated by the regional officer concerned. We will communicate it to them so that, because this is the confidential activity, we would inform you only through a safe mode of communication. School full preparation for procuring all which is desired for printing of the question paper. Now, school will be requiring separate room for the question paper. This is very important, and I will let you know what kind of things are required in the room where the question paper will be printed. Presence of observers during receiving and printing of question paper. Because I said earlier that is the most important functionary in this examination, so he has to be present when the evaluation, the downloading of the question paper will start, and he will remain in the center by the time uploading of receipt of the postal department is done on the links provided by the CBSE. Now, I am just informing you the changes which have been made by the examination department from the sample question paper to the question papers, because to ensure that all the questions could be replied on the OMR which we have framed. Into that, these changes have been done. Say in subjects there were 60 questions, that is Hindi, French, German, etc. And therefore, it was decided that no question would be free. So 60 questions could be responded in the which is being provided to the schools. Now, thereafter, all these questions be numbered from 1 to 60 only. And how we have made the change, that you can see from the example. In the sample question paper, it was mentioned, say, who is the Prime Minister of India or who is the President of India. So it was given in the paper, but because the reply could be different at different serial, being done, we who is the Prime Minister of India is number 1 and who is the President of India, this has been shown as question number 2, but out of 1 or 2, only one has to be accepted by the students. So these changes have been made. I ask all these teachers who are participating in this webinar that they should communicate information to all students. Now, know about the answer key. CBSE the facility of downloading answer key from the link in their login ID. This facility will be made after 30 minutes of the examination is over. Key can be downloaded as code of the question paper, because you would be receiving a particular code of the question paper which would be different. So as per the code only you can download the other answer key cannot be downloaded by you. Where extra time is given, say because of the candidates are present at certain examination center. So scenario, what could be done? You can download the answer key at an appropriate or at the scheduled time. You can start the evaluation work. Ensure that the key is used very safely and it is not going somewhere else. Leaking the key will also be considered as the unfair means activity. CBSE would be able to, CBSE will take the necessary action on this issue. Now, I am elucidating the OMR because for the first time we are working on the OMR. Therefore, I would like to highlight the entire OMR. This OMR is having the 3 parts. First is the data, which is the top part. This data part will be pre-filled only. Second part is the response part, means where we are having the circles, check and circles. There are 4 boxes, and in these 4 boxes, replies are to be mentioned. Then third is the evaluation part, means the official work, which will be utilized by the invigilators, evaluators, observers, or coordinator if they are doing the re-evaluation of this OMR sheet. Now we are coming to the first part of the OMR. You can see on the left hand side on this entire part that the roll number is mentioned and date of the examination is mentioned, subject is mentioned. All details are already mentioned over here in this OMR. And on the right side, there is one which is having some spaces which are shown in the slide also, that 3 blocks are over there, then one sliding line, then block, blank box, and then sliding line, and then block, a blank box. So our code would be of this kind of nature. So students have to write down this question paper code from the question paper to the OMR sheet. Now, thereafter, I am to the slide. You can see on the right hand side that question paper code is written on the question paper, and here we are showing as an 050/1/4. So what need to be done? Here we have submit 050/1/4. This to fill this sheet. Now, next is the second part, which is very, very important part for the student point of view, because this is the which is pertaining to the responses given by the students. Here we are having the four, you can see that box, second box, third box, and fourth box. These are vertical column kind of things. Now each box is having the provision for replying 50 questions. Now in this, first check is question paper 1 to 15, and then 16 to 30, like that only. Then there are four circles where ABCD is mentioned, making response. Then thereafter, one empty box is given. Students have to write the response, whatsoever has been blank, darkened by student in the OMR. The same thing is to be mentioned. Then thereafter we are having the circle again where the question number is mentioned. So this circle is basically meant for darkening the circle if the question has not been attempted. This is so. This OMR has been prepared after a lot of discussion, lot of brainstorming session with the stakeholders. Say if any student wanted to make any change, because they would be using the OMR for the first time, though class 12 preparing for examination also, they would be doing lot of practice. But here we will be evaluating the OMR sheet with the help of two modes. One is the manual mode, the another one is the scan mode. And during the scan mode, we can't put the fluid on the OMR sheet. So to ensure that there should not be any mistake during evaluation, what else, say if any candidate wanted to respond, say in question number, he decided that question B response is correct. So he can darken the B circle. But anyhow, he is changing his mind and saying no, not B, it is the D. So D for daily, I would. What he will do, he will not make any changes in the OMR, oval or the circles which are mentioned over there. He will mention the D in the box. All the boxes, whatever answer will be mentioned in the box, that will be considered correct when evaluation will be done manually. And if any question is not attempted by the candidate, say out of 60 questions, any 45 questions are to be attended. So in such cases, 15 which are not to be attempted, by the candidate in the circle is to be made darkened, so that people will to know who are evaluating the OMR sheet that which question has been attempted, which question not been attempted. Now, very important issue is that we will be seeing tomorrow or day after to you all many number of examples that what we considered if a spatial permutation combination of replying the answers or responding the answer in this OMR sheets. So that can also be provided to the student, though we are making the video, we are making the PPTs, these could be sent to the students without problem. Now, the last of the OMR is, it is having two boxes at the top. One is for writing the correct number of answers by the evaluator. And if this OMR sheet is re-evaluated coordinator, then he will or she will also write. And thereafter, we are having the space for a signature of the invigilator, evaluator, coordinator, and the observer. The another number is the identification number. This identification number is the number which is provided by the CBSE at the time when you are updating the data or uploading the data in OSS of teachers and other officials who are working in your school. All are given the unique number. So you can download this data and say, if one teacher is working as an invigilator, as an evaluator, or as an observer, whatever responsibility is given to the teacher, so he will mention that particular unique identification number in this space, and they will not write their name because it is planned that after scanning of the OMR, we will be uploading the OMR for the perusal candidates or the students, so they would be able to see their OMR. In such scenario, we are of the opinion that the name of the invigilating or evaluating or acting as observer or coordinator should not be revealed to the public or students. So you should put the signature and the identification number of yours in the space provided. Now, again, I am showing you the email ID for any query. Kindly note down and write to us. Your queries will be responded in the form of the frequently asked question. Now, responsibility of the city coordinator, because city coordinator is considered as the most important functionary in this entire examination. So, very important responsibilities have been assigned to the city coordinator. First is that the appointment of the observer will be made by the city coordinators at the examination center. Then city coordinator will also be appointing and controlling the flying squad. Then he will also be monitoring the evaluation and the fairness of the evaluation. Now, I am coming to the first point, that how observers will be appointed by the city coordinator. A list of the teachers of local school will be provided by RO. This list will be similar to the list which is available in the OSS. Now, out of this list, city coordinator will appoint the school teacher as an observer. He will ensure with the center superintendent or the principal that teacher who is taken from a particular school should be intimated to the principal so that he should not be given any responsibility, because observer will be full-time. Starting from first examination to last examination, only one observer will be acting at the examination center, so that he will be held responsible or given the responsibility to ensure the fair and smooth conduct of examination. By observer, norms will be followed. These norms I will let you know what norms are over there. Observer appointed. The responsibility of my duties lying on my shoulder. The responsibility of my regional officers lies on others. So everyone has to be very responsible and ensure and become the part of conducting the safe and secured and fair examination. So I am perfectly confident that if I am the center superintendent, I will ensure that the fair examination is being conducted at my center and done. But student or no other unfair means activities are taking part or place in your center. Preparation for the conduct of examinations are to be done. Safe downloading and of the OMR, safe downloading, printing and storing of the question paper, preparations for fair evaluation, availability of full-time observers. Say if your observer has not come, I would request you to make a call to the city, request him to get the another one, and then only you should work as per the principles or the which have been provided by the CBSE. Now, to maintain the discipline at the examination center is the responsibility of the center superintendent. Strict compliance of the COVID protocols, because Chairman CBSE has already stated that this is very, very important period when we have to provide lot of faith to people. Because I was saying to many people when they are making to the call to me that no school is calling to me, calling kids for the examination, I am saying to them that the school can take better care of your kids than the parent. So I am having a black marker for writing on the envelope, etc. Now, to above, you should be ready with the backup arrangements of equipment and material to meet any emergency. So you are very aware, because nearly out of 15,000 schools, 1,000 schools have already conducted the examination when we have sent encrypted question papers. So remaining may also yourself tuned to this new system so that there is no problem during the conduct of examination. Now, scale for appointment of assistant center superintendent. One assistant superintendent on 12 candidates in one room. In multiple of one assistant superintendent on 12 candidates in one hall. Say if in one hall 24 students are over there, then we will be having the two, then 6, 3, like that only. And school, only one invigilator in one assistant superintendent in one room. The center superintendent will make the provision of 20% additional assistant superintendent. These will be the assistant superintendent we give relieving assistant superintendent who are in the room. If they wanted to use the toilet, they wanted to go somewhere else, if they have to done some work pertaining to nation. So these 20% will be utilized for replacement of the assistant superintendent or giving the break to the assistant superintendent in the for appointment of evaluator. Kindly see that I have tried if we are having more number of answer OMR sheets. So based on the 30 per one evaluator, center superintendent should make the provision of the number of the evaluator so that the work is completed within the stipulated time. Now we are saying that evaluation should start from 1:45 p.m. and it should continue till 4 p.m. So 15-minute time is provided for the purpose of evaluation. During this time, 30 OMRs are being checked. I would say nearly 4.5 minutes time have been given for the evaluation of each OMR sheet by the CBSE later. This is perfect time, I feel, because you would be having the answer key. Only you check that which answer is correct, and thereafter the total number of correct answers are to be and mentioned in. If we are having more number of answer OMR sheets, so based on the 30 per one evaluator, center superintendent should make the provision of the number of the evaluator so that the work is completed within the stipulated time. Now we are saying that evaluation should start from 1:45 p.m. and it should continue till 4 p.m. So 15-minute time is provided for the purpose of evaluation. During this time, 30 OMRs are being checked. I would say nearly 4.5 minutes time have been given for the evaluation of each OMR sheet by the CBSE later. This is perfect time, I feel, because you would be having the answer key. Only you check that which answer is correct, and thereafter the total number of correct answers are to be and mentioned. 20 minutes will be given in place of 15 minutes. Start and additional time for CWSN category candidate 20 minutes per hour, and meaning thereby for 90 minute paper we will be giving the marks the additional time accordingly. Now for the rough work also, the candidate should be advised that they will not put any mark anywhere else on the question or OMR. So one separate A4 sheet which is having the stamp or facsimile of the center superintendent should be provided to the candidate. These all should have the number for duration of examination. Say you can get ready 500 sheets, put the facsimile, and there would be space for the signature of assistant superintendent. Assistant superintendent, whenever handing over the sheet to the invigilate student for the purpose of evaluation, purpose of work, they will just sit down and do the needful over there. Record should be maintained of all the OMR, all the blank sheets which are to the students. Now, facilities for CWSN, there is no change in the facilities to be provided to the CWSN candidates. All facilities as extended earlier will be continued. SCI will be provided by the school. SCI will be awarded a certificate. CBSE. This is the new initiative because it has been observed by the CBSE that many students from the CBSE abroad, and these kind of certificates are very useful for them. for getting the admission. We will be providing the certificate, and the entire system will be posted on website, so that principal can just enter the name of the student who has acted as the scribe and the name of the other candidate, and download it. 20 minutes will be given in place of 15 minutes. Start, and additional time for CWSN category candidate 20 minutes per hour, and meaning thereby for 90 minute paper we will be giving the marks the additional time accordingly. Now for the rough work also, the candidate should be advised that they will not put any mark anywhere else on the question or the OMR. So one separate A4 sheet which is having the stamp or facsimile of the center superintendent should be provided to the candidate. These all should have the number for duration of examination. Say you can get ready 500 sheets, put the facsimile, and there would be space for the signature of assistant superintendent. Assistant superintendent, whenever handing over the sheet to the invigilate student for the purpose of evaluation, purpose of work, they will just sit down and do the needful over there. Record should be maintained of all the OMR, all the blank sheets which are to the students. Now, facilities for CWSN, there is no change in the facilities to be provided to the CWSN candidates. All facilities, as extended earlier, will be continued. SCI will be provided by the school. SCI will be awarded a certificate. CBSE. This is the new initiative because it has been observed by the CBSE that many students from the CBSE abroad, and these kind of certificates are very useful for them for getting the admission. We will be providing the certificate, and the entire system will be posted on website, so that principal can just enter the name of the student who has acted as the scribe and the name of the other candidate, and download it. Pre-filled in data OMR. Now, method for marking responses by the student. This is very, very important. Only blue/black point, blue/black ball point pen is to be used for darkening the circle and filling the OMR. Use of unfair means and leaving circle blanks means all the things blank, the complete question would be considered under unfair means, and CBSE would be taking the necessary against the candidate accordingly. Sorry. A student will be informed about marking responses by the schools. I would request all the schools to kindly inform the students. We would be sending the video. We would be sending the one PDF where you will come to know that how we have to respond the answers in the OMR. A student read each question carefully and decide which option is correct, and then he or she will darken the circle. But if wanted to make changes at the 11th hour or at the end, they can fill the changes so that there is a problem, correction need to be made, and a circle which has been darkened wrongly, that could be left as it is, but the correct reply could be mentioned in the box. Now, when you are writing the A, B, C, D, kindly inform to the student, they should write clearly, because in this case, A and D, two letters are the letters means which we read in a similar manner. Say if D, while making the she wanted to change the option, correct option should be written in the box where the tick mark has been shown. Answer written in the box will be considered for deciding the correctness of the reply. I already stated and communicated, as more questions are given in the question paper, and candidates have to attempt less number of questions. Hence, for question not attempted, candidate have to darken the circle given eccentric mark or below the eccentric mark. If no circle is darkened and box is also not filled, this question will be considered as attempted. More examples are on the way, which I had communicated to you. Now, schedule of activities at the center. This is very, very important. There are many slides of the schedule and activities. Kindly name that the entry of the candidates inside the examination center about 9:45, and it will continue up to 10:45. After 10:45, no candidate will be allowed to enter in the examination center. So this could be communicated to the student. Then in the examination room, they can enter from 10:30 to 10:45 a.m. Then last entry in the examination center and the room is 10:45. Now, thereafter, 10:45 to 11, the invigilator will check the admit card and make the announcement that candidates have occupied the correct only. They have written QP code on the OMR sheet, and they are not in possession in any barred item. Then 11 to 11:10, question paper packets of the question paper in the examination room will be opened. The packet of the OMR will be opened and both will be distributed within 10 minutes time, because there are only 12 candidates. 10 minutes more than enough, during which the question paper and the OMR sheet could be distributed to candidates. Then from 11, number of will be 1 and 24 OMR will be re-evaluated by the coordinator. This re-evaluation means the coordinator will ensure that all the evaluation which is being done by the evaluator, that is perfect and there is no ambiguity. So he or she will also write the correct number of replies given by the student in the space provided for the coordinator. Now, thereafter, again the ID, kindly note it down. I had already made the request to send the queries on this email. Now, scale for appointment of observers up to 500, only one observer is appointed. For more than 500, two observers are to be appointed by the city coordinator. Now, thereafter, coming to the information about the examination. Examination is 90 minutes as informed. Reading time, 20 minutes will be given in place of 15 minutes. Start, and additional time for CWSN category candidate, 20 minutes per hour, such person in the examination work. Conduct of practical internal assessment and project. This will be done as per the circular issued by the academic department. Now, you have to apply on the portal by 23rd December, because from 23rd December to 30th December, 24th December to 30th December, time will be with the regional officers to ensure that all the internal assessment and the practical have been received. The facility for uploading marks will be available from Monday, that is 15th November 2021. So if you have conducted the practical, and upload the marks right now also, so that there is no rush at the 11th time and you will complete your one work and responsibility within the due time period. To decide that what is to be done by you. If you see or you feel that the work which have been done is synchronized with the laws and principles of the conduct of examination, yourself can take the decision and upload the marks. But if you are feeling that no, there was some more discipline, you can conduct the examination again and upload the marks. So take the decision yourself in such scenario. Now, center change request has been received by us. We have permitted them. Now, today and tomorrow, our regional officers will be allotting the new centers, and thereafter, this will be uploaded on the website so that they will be aware about their examination center. Now, here we have got some requests that my district is large and I could be allotted some center. I will request to the student, we are trying our best to change the examination center in very special circumstances. So, ensure that whatever examination center has been allotted, because I got one information that so that there is no face-to-face meeting of the students to avoid the COVID infection kind of issue. Hand over the answers to the observers so that they with the evaluator they will be able to evaluate the OMRs.